T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
LadyChann! Fight!
Yo, hey girl, it's LadyChann, rep nonetheless, and welcome to I Bring the Pain, I Bring the Pain, Pain. It's a different edition of Come Box with Chann in the building. Let me just get my levels. Time to level up. Right now, it sounds like I'm in fucking Star Wars. May the Force be with me, because I don't know, my roadcaster's going. Interesting. This is, new mic and a new. Wasn't doing this a couple days ago, but guys, we have technicalities. We can't beat the computers. They always beat us, or they always let us down. So today, we're just gonna run it off the fly with a special guest. We're just gonna chop it up about this humming noise is pissing me off. I'll tell you that. Yeah, unless I can actually do this without headphones. That's the thing. I think I usually do it. I can do it. See how loud quiet my guest is. My guest is quite a quiet lad. He's a quiet lad. Yeah, he's quiet, but let's see is he ready now?
¡Listos para los chingazos! ¡Listos para los chingazos!
Listo, lista. Ya tú sabes. Okie dokes. All right. The book. The book is out. Okay. So, without further ado, you know how I introduce people. I'm introducing. 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 Mr. James Payne. I wish I had his intro music, but here we go. What up, Joe? What up, Jay?
What's up? What's up? Can you hear me?
I can hear you proper.
Fantastic. What's up, everybody out there in the world? It's me, the ambassador from the great state of Tennessee. It's your boy, James, Payne, Mr. Lethal himself. And like I know, I'm rocking with LadyChann right now. Dum season. Let's get it.
Let's get it. That's a good. I like the intro. That's what I usually do while I'm.
Hey, before we go any deeper, I just want to say first, congratulations and just admiring all of the subtle changes and progressions that you made with the channel. Everything looks really cool. I see the step up in the game on your mic quality. I also noticed a lot of the graphics that you integrated, so everything looks really awesome.
Oh, thank you so much, Jay. Yeah, we have to bit by bit, day by day. We just have to try. It's only one can do, innit?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming as well. Massively appreciated. It's been a long time coming. My TBV compadre in the building.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's where we first met on the Boxing Voice and kept in contact and just established a friendship and just a mutual respect. And
Yep.
So it's all good, man. So I'm just happy to see all of the dope things that you're doing out here.
Trying. As like I said, and I appreciate the appreciation all day long. Not that great at taking compliments, so it makes me a bit blushy, but thank you.
Don't worry about that.
Thank you very much. Well, yeah, thanks.
All right, so man, what's up? Let's talk about it. What's going on?
Well, where do you want to start? We can start with. Do you want to start with boxing?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, there's some big boxing coming up in 2023. Hopefully, they'll bless us to finish out the year really strong for
Right.
this last month and week of 2022. And let's talk about it.
Let me just see. Make sure. How light am I? Okay.
I don't worry. You look great. You always look good.
Thank you. I don't know. Sometimes you have to adjust these lights, though. These lights, sometimes they can make you look super washed out, or you're not lit enough. It's one or the other.
Hmm.
No, hard. It's the hard, not life. For Chann, it's a hard, not life. And plus, I've got different colours here. I don't know if I need more light or less, because I've got a light coming from there as well. Yeah, that's near enough off. That's big and bright. I think that's too bright. Yeah, too bright. I can see it bouncing off me. Yeah, it's too bright, honey. You don't look like Michael Jackson, Granny. Not the old school one, not the new school Michael Jackson. Rest in peace. But you want to still look black. So yeah, okay. So what's been happening in boxing? Where shall we start? We are going to start with what's not happening in boxing. Bud Spence. Now tell me where do you lie on? Because so far it's so wah. Are you team Spence? Are you team Bud? I'm not sure where your stance is. I forgot where you was with all of that. Let me know.
Well,
Update everything.
well, I'm definitely a Earl Spence fan. Have been a Earl. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Can't all be perfect.
Got me a
Right.
little choked up just thinking about this. So excuse me for the something caught in my throat, man. It's hard to explain, but I really can't explain what's going on with those guys. It's been well documented that Bud has the Avanesian fight coming up. Was very unexpected how that all came to be. I thought that Bud and Earl were in deep negotiations. Turns out that they hit us with the ultimate, as my guy King Born would say, the ultimate switch them up, fix them up. But they definitely swerved us with that one. And we've got a new broadcasting player in the boxing world, the BLK Prime. Well, I can't say that they're new. It seems like they've been around for a little while, but this is definitely the most high profile fight, their most high profile boxer that they have. So they're trying to get into the game and they're trying to let people know that they're here. They also did the deal with Adrian Bronner. So, I mean, they made a lot of noise in the past month with all of the speculation and all of the anticipation to see what's going to happen with Bud and Avanesian. I'm not a big fan of that fight in particular. I was expecting filet mignon, and I feel like they just brought me out a cheeseburger instead. So, I'm not a big fan of that fight, but I can say that I'm definitely disappointed with the failed negotiations of Bud and Earl. I don't know where to place responsibility for the breakdown in negotiations, so I'm not going to pass the blame around. I'm really not here to do that. I just hope that maybe they can reconcile and come back to the negotiations table. But I think from what I've seen on how PBC operates, you really shouldn't use this word when you're talking about grown men in negotiations. But I've seen in the past where PBC could be a bit vindictive when they're negotiating with people. And what you did or what you're doing today can come back and bite you later when negotiating with them. And so, I'm not real confident that we will get to see that Spence versus Crawford fight unless something drastic happens and there's big change in the powers that be with one or both of those parties. So we'll see how Bud does with Avanesian. I'm predicting Bud to stop him. I predict it'll be an early night. We don't know where Earl is going next. There have been talks of him and Keith Thurman, and I'm very lukewarm on their fight, to say the least. I feel like Thurman is about 2 to 3 years past the prime date, and Earl has had a couple of situations that have kept him out of marquee fights and have cut some years off of his timeline as well. But Earl right now is a 3-belt holder in the welterweight division. So technically he's the king of the hill outside of the one single belt that Terence holds. And I'm just not excited for the Thurman fight. I know that the pre-fight buildup will be really good. Keith is a great talker, so he can sell it. He can sell the fight, but will he perform during the fight? I don't know what Keith we're going to get. I've seen footage. He's working out very hard. Looks like he's taking his training very seriously. But once again, I got to say, when have we not seen Keith train really hard? When have we not seen Keith look good whenever we see footage of Keith inside of the boxing gym? He looks great. He trains really hard. He puts the work in. But his last 2 in-ring performances have been lackluster. That's the word that I would use for that. In boxing circles that I talk with, we're calling him a professional mouthpiece spitter. So, he's pulled the mouthpiece out a couple of times on us. So hopefully we won't see that in the Spence fight. But I do wish all of the men best success, because I don't wish any ill will or any unsuccess for those gentlemen. I want them to make a lot of money, and I want them to make a lot of noise. It's just definitely not the fight that I personally was looking forward to.
Well, I'm totally different. I'm totally the opposite. So I just think it's Spence's fault, and you can't tell the truth.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled to. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
That is so cool how you do
that. I think the truth is, in my opinion, he's been caught up with Yellow Beezy, and Yellow Beezy's told him no fighting right now. They want to do their little thing because things like this come out, James.
Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? He said his girlfriend. Nigga gay now. My brother, man. Hey, man. Hey, sir. Hey, I'm getting jealous. She said, don't kiss him. My brother. Bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? He said his girlfriend. Nigga gay now. My brother, man. Hey, sir. Hey, sir. Hey, I'm getting jealous. She said, don't kiss him. My brother.
I'm not gonna defend it, but I mean, at least there was a few years ago. Maybe there've been some lifestyle changes since then, but it's definitely unflattering, and they both definitely were intoxicated when that was taken. So sometimes you get a little touchy feely when the drinks and the medicinal enhancers are flowing. You get a little touchy feely, so maybe that was.
My brother doesn't do that.
You say what?
My brother doesn't do that.
Your brother doesn't do that?
Or his friends, or either any of my friends that are male. None of them do that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You can hug your mate and go, yeah, But when you go to kiss your mate, another story when you go to kiss him now.
Well, I mean, if you're going to show that footage, then show the other footage. Show the footage of Terence in the living room in pajamas wrestling with guys. Show that footage. Since you
that's not on my load up board.
Yeah, so show the pajama wrestling footage if you're going to show Earl kissing guys on the neck and stuff like that.
I'm going to have to look that up. Let me look that up, because I've never aware of that.
Oh, absolutely. Bud is in the living room with guys. It's like a pajama party, and he in the body slam and somebody look like the Royal Rumble. Or,
really?
It looks like the Survivor Series in the living room. So, I mean, But I
Okay, let's
mean,
have a look then.
it's definitely not flattering footage for a 3-belt
Okay,
welterweight champion.
this is what I've pulled up. This is what I can see. I will share the screen. This is what comes up. Let's have a look. Hang on, this is just commercials. Wait 1 sec.
And they have a piece of corn and a tomato on the page.
Yeah, so
Doing a weekly shop. Often the things that we're buying are on offer.
That's a long intro.
right.
Yeah, that's not it. They're in the gym now. Yeah, that's not the footage I'm talking about. Yeah, that's not the footage I'm talking about.
As we knew, Bud just keeps it. Even if that's not the footage, when you pull it up, Bud's not in. Bud's a wrestler, so if he's wrestling in pajamas, he's wrestling in pajamas. We just saw his brute strength there, his skill. He wasn't kissing anyone. He wasn't drunk. He lives a clean life. He's never drunk, swearing.
Is he not? Is he not? He's never drunk. He's never slurring.
Not in public. Not in public.
Well, hey, you might have a point there.
Ferraris over 9 times. He's got his nice black wife, 5 black kids.
One moment, Sam. 1 moment. Let me check something.
I know you're from the South, so you have to have some Southern affinity for Errol Spence, but
well, I mean, I've been following Earl since 2012. Since the year that he turned professional, 2012. I remember that's the year that I first met Derrick James in Tunica, Mississippi, at the Fitzgerald's Casino. There was he used to be the primary trainer and coach for a light heavyweight competitor back then, and that's when it came to my knowledge that he had signed Earl fresh off the Olympic trials, I believe it was, coming off of that Olympic season in 2012. And he signed Earl and was looking forward to getting started working with him. And Earl was just this bright-eyed, prospect, that just had a lot of potential and a lot of hype, a lot of buzz around him. And I was excited to see where his career would go. And even then, several of the gentlemen that I was with told me, they said he's going to be a world champion. And it came to pass. It definitely came to pass.
Yeah, he's a world champion, holds 3 belts.
Yeah.
WBA, IBF, WBC.
Mm-hmm. He's the man. He's the man at 147 right now. We'll see how long he stays there. He had the Twitter reveal saying that, hey, I've been at this weight for a decade and it's pretty hard to hold that weight. And I believe him. I mean, he's a full-grown man.
Vacate the belt and get your fat ass up to 154 and leave Terence Crawford to do the rest of the work.
Well, I mean,
stop trying to hold up a man's. Let me just give the stats: 2-time lineal, 2-time.
You guys across the pond are so hostile. Y'all are so hostile across the pond.
Undisputed.
Why are y'all so aggressive across the pond?
That's what 3-division champ. Those kind of stats. Leave it to the big boys. You move your fat ass up, get to 154. Stop holding up the division.
Okay.
And that's it. Because Al Heyman giving him a 35% deal of nothing and he still took it, but you wasn't allowed to look at what the net worth, what the net, not the gross of what it netted. Oh, we're not allowed to. We don't want to show you. No transparency. Right. So what do you want with Terence? What do you want Terence Crawford to do? As I said, division champ, the undefeated, undisputed, 2-time lineal, 2-time ring versus a unified 147 career 147 champ.
Well, hey, I mean, I feel like both parties left things to be desired.
I don't.
The handling of this situation, but I mean, so you agree with it? You agree with the Evanesian fight? You agree with the BLK Prime? You agree with all of that? Even
at the end of the day, he's got to eat. He feeds his family like that. What do you want? They was intending to age him out. Let's age out Bud. He's 35. We'll make sure he gets a bit older, slows down a bit. Then maybe we'll have a chance to beat him. Errol Spence couldn't beat Bud, even if Bud had COVID-19. He just hasn't got the skill set to do it, unfortunately. One-dimensional, flat-footed, southpaw, come forward, great with the body shots, great jab. But that's about it. Bud, angles, elusivity, slick. Wouldn't say he's totally slick, but he's elusive. He's elusive, defensively sound, offensively sound, power.
Bud with power. I mean, I think Bud. Bud gets a majority of his stoppages by volume and overwhelming opponents. But if you want to talk about the more powerful fighter between the two of them, hands down for me is Earl.
That's funny because in the end, even Sean Porter said, "Yeah, Earl hits harder," but then he said, "But absolutely, Bud dropped me," and it
absolutely,
and it was with punch."
Accurate shots, well placed shots, sharp punching. It will take a toll on you. It does have a definite impact. Sean Porter, besides Kell Brook, Sean Porter's probably the only common denominator between the two of them. But I don't believe in triangle theories. So because this guy beat that guy and that guy beat that guy, that doesn't mean that guy beats that guy.
I just know that Bud beat Sean Porter better. That's what I do know.
It looked good. He beat Kell Brook pretty quick too, but I feel like that was a depleted and a shell of his former self. But
he was depleted when Errol Spence fought him, coming down from 160 with a smashed orbital. So you can look at it both ways. He was depleted then, coming from 160 to 147.
Yeah. That was a hell of a fight too between Kell and Earl had a hell of a fight over there in Sheffield. That was a hell of a fight.
And Bud stopped him in 4 rounds. Hell of a fight against someone that just stopped you in 4 rounds. Both depleted. If you want to say he's depleted there, he was depleted here. So if you went the distance. No, you didn't go the distance with Mr. What did he stop? Did he go the distance with Kell?
No, he stopped Curl in the later rounds.
Later rounds, okay. So he stopped to depleted. We agree he's depleted.
Well, I wouldn't say depleted in that fight. Okay. I think that he had some. I think he had some undiagnosed injuries, a little hangover from the Golovkin fight because Golovkin damaged one of those orbitals, and then the other one was damaged in the Earl fight.
Yeah. Okay. So he beat still like what you've just described, the depleted Kell Brook. Took him to go to the late rounds to do that. Bud fought then you could say a not depleted Kell Brook because he went on to win and he beat him. And he's had that chance to have healing bones. Couple years.
He actually has his metal plates in his orbitals now,
and still got stopped in 4 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Levels to this shit.
Hey, well, maybe one day we'll be blessed with it, but I don't think so, especially the way that the business is set up right now. So
no, not when you're with PBC and Al Heyman, no, because to be honest, they haven't got any marquee champs hardly left. I mean, if you want to count Deontay Wilder, if you must.
Oh, he's not a champ. He lost his belt to Fury.
LadyChann. Fight.